Remember back in like 2018, 2019 when Netflix was just pumping out just the worst rom-coms anyone's ever seen? I'm talking like Kissing Booth, Tall Girl, The Perfect Date, and like 7 other Noah Centineo movies. Remember when they really tried to make us think it was romantic that this dude was carrying around a milk crate just in case he got to kiss Jodie one day?
Really don't get why you don't just put your stuff in a backpack like a normal person.
Well, because I knew the day would come where I would need it, and I wanted to be ready.
It's like this was a real movie, by the way. And don't even get me started on the Christmas movies, okay? Does anyone remember The Night Before Christmas? What even was that? But Netflix was putting these out for years, and then they just kind of like stopped. I mean, I'm sure they're still putting out rom-coms, but like, I don't know, I never see anything about them anymore. What's the last big one they did? Like Exo Kitty Season 2? Literally no one cared. But anyway, just in time for fall, Miranda Cosgrove comes to the rescue with The Wrong Paris. I find it so fascinating, like the different directions that Miranda and Jeanette have taken. Like Miranda's still doing cute little movies about friendship and love or whatever, and then Jeanette McCurdy's just over here writing the darkest, most depressing books anyone's ever read. When you find your calling in life, you gotta see it through, you know what I mean? Behold the ancient prophecy. It says here I was born to make fun of rom-coms and Disney Channel movies? Anyway, so as some of you may know by this point, I'm actually a huge sucker for cheesy rom-coms, so when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, Netflix got me again. So come along, fellow jaded millennials, let's take a walk. Now, speaking of things primarily aimed at women aged 25 to 40, this video is brought to you by Bellesa. So listen, life can be hectic, things can get a little crazy, sometimes you just need a little massage to blast away the stress of the day. And like, sure, it's nice if someone else can help you massage away your stress, but maybe that's not an option for you for whatever reason, and you just gotta take matters into your own hands. Wink, wink. So not only are their toys perfectly ergonomically designed to fit in your hand, be super comfortable to use, and so on, you get the idea, but now they have their new Whisper collection. The Whisper Rabbit, the Whisper Bullet, and the Whisper Vibe. Now, the thing about these, as you can probably guess from the name, is they're totally silent. Here, let me show you. See? Nothing. It's crazy. Perfect for late nights when the kids are pretending to be asleep, but actually they're just playing their Game Boy Advance SP under the covers, or maybe you're on a trip with friends, or, you know, for sneak attacks. I don't know, whatever. Complete silence, luxurious design, and from what I understand, they are quite powerful. You know, for massages. Great for on the go, or just to help you unwind after all the stress of having to make like 2 phone calls in one day. Wow, I'm like so brave. Jokes aside, Bellesa is a by-women company dedicated to helping you relieve your stress as often as you need for very affordable prices. Now, because I care about you so much, Bellesa has a great deal for all of you. Everyone who signs up using my link and buys 1 Whisper item will also get a free Whisper Vibe or Rose toy. Everyone, all of you. So click my link down below and get yourself a little something nice, you know what I'm saying? Please read the following tagline. The Whisper Collection. They stay silent, but the real question is, can you... Okay, all right. That was actually pretty funny. Okay, back to the show. Right first thing, we meet our main character, Dawn, played by Miranda Cosgrove, who is so hot in this movie.
I got in.
You got in?
Yes! I got in!
Oh, Dawn, your mother would be so proud.
Oh
this is a dream for you.
Sorry, just like, I love how they just showed like 3 paragraphs of exposition into about half a second. Oh wow, you got into art school? That's been your dream your whole life. Also, your parents died or whatever, and we don't have enough money. Anyway, bye, going to the store.
It says your request for financial aid has been declined. The estimated tuition and living costs are $30,000 a year.
Okay, so the setup of this movie is that Dawn gets into art school in Paris, but it's a little too expensive, so she's about to just give up on her dream and stay in this little podunk town where everyone went to school together and they all remember that one time you farted in gym class climbing up that 50-foot rope that's made of like razor blades and asbestos. You know, the kind of town where dating is basically just one big game of musical crotch.
Hey, Dom, you ever gonna give me another shot?
I don't know, my dude, you ever gonna get a haircut that doesn't suck? Now, one day, Dawn's sister comes up with an idea when she finds out that her favorite dating reality show, The Honey Pot, is filming their next season in Paris.
And it always takes place on the bachelor's swanky estate. That's where he starts picking them off one by one until he finds his one true love. That is when she decides if she wants him or the money.
How much money?
$250,000. Who would ever pick the guy?
Okay, all right, let's just back things up a second here, okay? Good luck trying to make that money last nowadays, okay? I mean, McDonald's just dropped their $4 menu. $4? This used to be 99 cents. Walmart used to be 24 hours. We could have had it all. So her plan is to try and get on the show, because just by being selected, she gets like $20,000. All she has to do is pass the audition, but she doesn't quite have like a character archetype like all the other girls do, you know?
Oh, well, you got all types of girls. You have the Cinderella type. I have been dreaming my whole life of finding my prince. I am done kissing frogs. You got the rough around the edges. I'm a biker chick. I'm out here looking for my ride or die.
Yeah, and then we have the Love and Deep Space girl, and the girl who spent all of her teens and early 20s being one of the guys because she doesn't actually have much of a personality. There's the gamer girl who games way more than you do and you hardly ever see her because she's currently working on her 8th playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Now, the night before the audition, Dawn is at the local watering hole with her sister, and she kind of has a little sparky something going on with Captain Jawline over here. You know, between that and getting an art school and the audition, it's like her life's looking pretty good right now.
I'm guessing lawyer in town for the weekend and checking out a hunting lease for the fall. Tech bro.
Wow, you're just being rude now, aren't you? Maybe I'm just from down the road.
That can't be true. We would have gone to kindergarten together.
Anyway, so she goes to the audition and she thinks she kind of bombs it because like she doesn't have a big Instagram following and she talks about like her dreams and feelings.
I'm an artist. Or at least I really want to be.
So, Dawn, what do you know about Paris?
Everything kind of smells like pee and all the worst drivers in the world gather there for some reason. Now, would you believe this producer lady actually kind of takes a liking to Dawn? And wham bam bibbidi bow, what do you know? She's on the show.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to Paris!
Well, look at that. Everything's working out great. She gets to go to Paris for free. She gets a fat check just for being on screen. All she has to do is make the bachelor honey guy lose interest and then kick her off the show. So she comes up with this plan to just do like the most horribly unattractive things she could imagine. Like eating food, but like in a messy way. Or coughing in public. Or being really mean and sarcastic to the guy because who would ever want Miranda Cosgrove to talk to them like that, you know? I mean, that would really suck so bad. Until she meets the guy.
What?
Ew. What are you doing here? Oh my God, are you here for the show?
OMG, it's the guy from the bar.
Are you the honey?
Now, I told you I wasn't a tech bro.
You're a weekend cowboy.
No, Gordito here is the real deal.
Yeah, that's cool or whatever, but more importantly, how does this dude have a six-pack and a beer belly at the same time? Oh yeah, also, turns out, psych, the whole show is one big trick. They all thought they were gonna compete over some hot French guy in Paris, France, but actually it's just some cowboy dude in Paris, Texas, which is like an hour away from where Dawn lives.
Oh, hell no. You right here. Dawn, why don't you tell us how you feel?
I feel like I'm less than an hour from my hometown.
But you know, it's fine, whatever, who cares? Because all Dawn has to do now is get kicked off the show, and she has the appearance fee money, she's good to go, and all the other girls can just fight over him as much as they want.
I know Trent and I just met, but he's my soulmate. I know Trey and I just met, but it already feels like he's my soulmate.
I know Trey and I just met, but I know he's my soulmate.
Nope, not my soulmate.
I'm sorry, that was pretty funny. But now the problem is that Sergeant Adam's apple over here, whose name is Trey, by the way, he kind of likes Dawn a little bit because she's not like other girls, you know? She probably even farts sometimes. You know, just a quick side note here, okay? Like, so I spent all my teens being incredibly unattractive, and then as I got older, I glowed up a lot. And one thing I've learned in my adult dating life is like, the hotter the girl, the worse the farts, okay? Hot girls are always drinking like probiotic sodas, vegan, organic sludge, whatever. Like, I'm telling you, it's like Chernobyl in here. But anyway, so things don't quite go how Dawn hoped they would.
Will you accept the spur?
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, ladies, there are only 2 spurs left. Dawn.
I'm sorry. There's something about handing out spurs instead of roses that's just so funny to me. Like, you know, because it's Texas. You get it? Good thing this reality show is in small town Texas and not like small town Iowa where I grew up, because otherwise this would be a very different show. Lexi, I've had a wonderful time getting to know you. Would you do me the honor of accepting this dirty crack pipe someone made out of a squirrel? So now Dawn's getting really annoyed because she doesn't really care for this guy at all.
I cannot believe this. What do you think of Trey? I think that he's annoying as hell.
And she needs to get to Paris soon to start school, and she already has the money guarantee, but she can't leave until she gets kicked off. And like, she's burping and wearing hoodies, and he still likes her? Hello? Her attitude completely changes, however, when she magically happens upon this. What? What was The heck kind of movie is this? Oh, Don, you fell for the oldest trick in the book. Oh, hey there, name's Connor. I'm kind of douchey and I lack basic common sense. Uh-huh, that's cool. But also I can play my abs like a xylophone. Okay, you know what? Let's just hear what he has to say. So after this, Dawn's talking to another one of the girls on the show, and she finds out that she can actually win even more money if she stays on the show longer.
I need to get kicked off of this show so that I can use the appearance fee to pay for it.
Why'd you settle for the fee? The date challenges start tomorrow.
I don't want to win a date.
You don't just win dates, you win cash. You could rack up 20, 30K.
Okay, my sister left that part out. That changes everything.
And so she realizes that if she can last long enough in the game, she could maybe pay for the entire 2-year art course. So the movie kind of goes on like this. Dawn wins one of the dating challenges and gets $10,000 plus a dinner date with Trey.
Well, that's fine, because the only thing that I can make is a grilled cheese sandwich. But there's one thing that would grow really, really well. Try that.
Yep, that tastes like every other watermelon I've ever had. But more than that, as they hang out more on and off the show, Dawn starts to get to know him a little better, and turns out, like, he has thoughts and feelings and stuff.
You and I have something special, Dawn. I don't know why you keep trying to pretend we don't.
I don't think I want to anymore.
You're where I belong.
One morning, Trey sneaks over to Dawn's cabin and wakes her up at like 5 in the morning for a secret date. And like, this chick wakes up looking like this. My dude, if someone woke me up that early, I'd just be sitting in the car like... But okay, so everything's going great. Dawn's making it through the eliminations. She actually kind of likes Trey now, so that's a win-win. There's no way she could lose.
And the final spur of the night goes to a girl who opened my eyes to something I didn't see coming. Lexi.
Now, what we're coming to find out is that another one of the girls, Lexi, found Dawn's art school acceptance letter, which she brought with her on this dating reality show for some reason, and showed it to Trey so that now he knows that she, like, you know, cares about money? Being concerned about money in 2025? How unexpected.
Hey, Trey, can I talk to you for a sec?
Can't wait 2 minutes. I just got back.
Oh, no, trust me. You're gonna want to hear this.
Okay. Yeah, come on inside.
All right.
But like, okay, so she made it really clear right away that she didn't want to be there. And like, obviously everyone doing the show cares about money to some degree. So like, I don't know why he's taking this so hard. What do you mean you're not on this reality show for altruistic reasons? You're a real jerk. Anyway, so Dawn has to go home now, but she got that fat check from the show regardless. So she uses that to enroll in her dream art school because, you know, every main girl in these rom-coms has to be an artist of some kind. Like, you know what I mean? Where's the rom-com about the girl who's always dreamed of like being an accountant or whatever, but life throws her a curveball and she just has to be a rich live streamer? When are my dreams gonna come true? But anyway, so one day, the producer lady from the show tracks her down to tell her something a little interesting.
We're shooting the finale tomorrow.
Who's in the finale?
We're down to Jasmine and Lexi, but you know I'm still rooting for you and Trey.
Did you miss the humiliating moment when he kicked me off the show?
No, I was there, I saw it. I also saw when Lexi showed him your letter from art school.
He thinks that the whole time I was just lying to him.
Now, luckily, this is all happening during the 1 week a year when French people aren't setting everything on fire because the train was late like 30 seconds one time. And so, making an incredibly stupid decision that makes no sense at all, she forfeits all the rest of her money to go back on the show and explain herself to Trey, like an idiot.
Who would ever pick the guy?
I came to apologize and explain.
You could have just told me that you were going to art school. I would have believed that. You didn't have to pretend to be into me.
I wasn't pretending. Please just hear me out.
I'm sorry. This is just so stupid. You only joined the show that has a cash prize because you wanted a cash prize? This is like if you worked at McDonald's, then your boss was like, what do you mean you're just here for a paycheck so you don't go homeless and starve? I thought you always had a passion for getting orders wrong half the time like me. But all the same, at the very end, Trey finds out that Dawn gave up all the money so she could talk to him one last time to explain herself. And so now she has nothing left for art school.
Trey.
I need a minute.
I get it.
Rachel, I need a minute.
I know, but you need to hear this. Dawn literally forfeited all of her winnings just to come back.
Wait, Dawn gave up all that money?
Every last penny. It was legit.
No, Rachel. She needs that money for school. You got to give that back to her.
I can't. I'm so sorry.
You know, the real fantasy of this movie is a reality TV producer who's not just like a complete sociopath. And so he finds her before she leaves and they come up with a plan where he's gonna choose her to win the show and she can just reject him and take the money because he likes her and doesn't care about the other girls anyway. So what's the point?
Will you take the money? Or will you take the honey?
I love you too.
and I'm gonna take the money.
This is just so romantic. But then they kiss and both of them are so happy and everyone watching is like, the heck just happened? And that's where the movie ends. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I have some profound final thoughts about this movie, okay? I mean, it's a Netflix rom-com. It's exactly what you expect. But there's something nice about that, you know? I don't know, like, I mean, it's kind of subversive in its own way because there's like a lot about like the girls' camaraderie and less about them like fighting over a dude or whatever. And I mean, like, yes, it is an incredibly dumb, cheesy movie, okay? But sometimes that's all you need, you know? Like, if we can't get Princess Switch 4 or Tall Girl 3, then like, this is fine. Do what you gotta do, Netflix. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.